Hello, 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 welcome. How is everybody doing? Okay, I'm looking for it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you guys now. I have a funny story to tell you. You guys may think I'm an idiot. I think I'm an idiot. H2L, why is A doing all this? Is he trying to get a reaction from me and keep myself distracted, or does he not care anymore because he's moved on? Right, I don't know what it is he's doing, but if you feel like lately things have been out of balance or a total disaster, he needs space. The two of you are not on the same page. So I don't know what your relationship is with him, but whatever he's doing, he's like setting a boundary. So you may have to reassess your role in the situation or your expectations. Queen for tomorrow. Queen for tomorrow. Hi, Adonis. Life comes into balance and you may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. You may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may receive good news. Money may be on its way. Oh, hi, Mr. Maurice. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your membership. I took 4 days off and I'm going back to work tomorrow. Do the cards see any issues with my return back to work? No, I think you should be fine. I think you'll be fine going back to work. Okay, so this is, you know how I'm obsessed with this goat, Frank, that I keep watching? Well, remember how I always tell a story? I've been telling this story for so many years about my friend in elementary school, and her neighbor had a goat, and the goat was always chained. It had like a little cement slab with a pole, and it had a big chain. And I remember feeling like it wasn't really fair to the goat for it to be chained like that. But anyway, this was kind of like back before there was so many animals became such a priority. Like people would let their dogs run loose and that kind of stuff. Anyway. So I'm telling this story for years, right? About this goat. So I see Frank, and Frank has his horns come up this way. Well, this goat it goes like that. And I'm like, it looks like a ram. So I'm Googling, what goats are around this part of New York State? So I Google ram, and I'm like, oh, that's what it looked like. Did I just find out today that a fucking ram is a sheep and not a goat? I didn't know that. I thought that a ram was a goat. Now, the ram was my high school mascot. And I always thought it was a goat. Those are the horns. To me, that's a goat. They do have these goats, but they seem to be in Africa. So I don't think that's what they had. I remember me saying it always used to bah, bah. I think that all these years I've been telling people that there was this goat. I think it was actually a sheep, which makes it even weirder. Because when I told my father about it, he was like, well, maybe they used to use the goat for goat milk. What would they use the sheep for? I don't know. All I know is that I found out today that a ram is a sheep and not a goat. I'm from New York. What do I know? Anyhow. Oh, thank you, Cosmic. You thought the rams were goats, right? I'm not the only one. I asked Avery's father. I told him the story. And he's like, no, I thought rams were goats too. It was also his high school mascot. So both of us, we thought we were goats. Anyway, I guess it was a fucking sheep that was chained for whatever reason. Summons, General. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You're not holding yourself back. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. And then you may feel like the solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. Could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Beautiful one for tomorrow. Feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. You may have money coming in or news money coming in. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Alpha for tomorrow. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you could be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. And you may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Aries sun for the next 24. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success. You may have choices and options that come in around social activity. You could have a wish come true. You may be hearing from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or receive good news. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a Libra. Emily, General for December and January. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and a new journey may be beginning. Could be spending time with, you got air here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Money may be coming in, finances could be improving. Listen to your intuition, especially when it comes to like finances. Empress could be bringing in love and money, or more of it. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life may be moving forward. Not bad. Cole, love. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. A wish comes true. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or receive good news. And then you have, like, life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Dakota for the weekend. For the weekend, slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward on solid ground. You may hear from somebody hoping to hear from, or receive good news. You could be planning travel, maybe taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you could be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Nat wants the new angel cards. Surrender. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. The angels want you to know that you need not worry about the resolution of a current situation. Instead of trying to resolve the problem with sheer force, trust that you will get exactly what you need, no matter the outcome of this uncertain situation. Things will be taken care of. Declutter. I am surrounded only by what I need and love. The angels want you to know that the best way to declutter from your home, or your workspace, and your life is to take things one small step at a time combined. Small steps will lead into big improvements, and that will make it easier for you to maintain over in the long run. That's true. I agree with that. Patience. It takes time for miracles to happen, and I'm okay with that. The angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait until the right outcome that you deserve comes along. Pretty good. Pretty good. Charlie lost a voucher on Monday. Any suggestions where? It was a 50 euro voucher in a black envelope brought a Christmas present. Okay, let's see. It's causing great anxiety. You're going to find it. I think it's going to turn up. I think it's in a drawer. Could you have put it in a drawer, like a kitchen drawer, on a counter, or it's in something? I think it's a drawer. It's around. It should turn up. Could be on a counter too, but I think it's in a drawer. I think it's in a drawer that has a countertop, which of course is going to have a countertop. Dresser drawer would have a countertop. Kitchen drawer would have a countertop. I think it's in a drawer, and I think it's going to turn up. So good luck. Good luck. Cosmic, do you see me getting kept at GS permanently? I think you're going to get kept, yes. Leo Sun, love reading. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well with the Empress. If you're not with anyone, with the Empress and the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life could be moving forward, and you may be... you may have choices. You have an Aries here, and then you have Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. New beginnings around love lead to success. If you're with someone and your relationship is well functioning, you may be starting a new journey together of some type. I'm good, Bernard. How are you? Lucinda for December and January. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and your luck changes for the better quickly. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you might be feeling like taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relief, and you may be planning travel. Kirti, love. Walk away from anything that's dysfunctional. Anything that you feel is like stuck, stagnant, causing anxiety, any of that nonsense needs to move into the past, and then love moves forward. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, leave the past in the past. Don't bring it into the future. And then you have fire coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, if you're not with anyone. The hard work you put into love comes back to you. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Cinnamon, love for me for the rest of the month. If you're currently with someone, with the Empress, love should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you may have somebody new coming in. You have a new journey, or you may be doing something out of the clear blue sky, fun and exciting. Maybe fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Expressing your wants and needs around love could be helpful. Charlie, cards for December. December looks pretty good. So you have the world at your feet, and you may be feeling like, or you could be planning travel. The travel might not happen in December, but you may be planning it. You have a wish that comes true. Money comes in, finances improve, and happiness comes in around taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be hearing from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. And perseverance around career pushes life forward. And you may feel relief around career moving forward. There may even be a new opportunity that comes in around career. Not bad. Maggie for the next 24. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and perseverance pays off. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. With the Empress, you have love and money coming in, or more of it. The hard work you put into work, school, or business, and teamwork, it brings you success and relief around like a career. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Oh, thank you, Cosmic. Debbie for the next 48. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. New beginnings around the horizon that could lead you to success. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. And then you might be feeling like grounded and stable around finances. Lily, how's the date with Brandon the Gemini going to go tonight? Should go well. It should go well. Feeling grounded and stable, like things could like move forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but you would be ready for it. It should be pleasant. Maybe a lot of laughs. Well functioning. I think it goes well. So only me and Cosmic thought that rams were goats. Everybody else in this world knew that rams were sheeps. Oh, me, Avery's dad, and Cosmic. Everybody else. Because I texted my friend Amy, and I was like, did you know that a ram was a sheep and not a goat? And she was like, yeah. She was like, rams and ewes. I'm probably not saying that right. E-W-E. And I knew that was a sheep. There's only 3 of us in this world that knew that didn't know. Nobody told us. Twinkle, love general for the rest of the month. Love for the rest of the month is a little slow. Got the Hangman here. Now, if you're already with someone, that may be fine. If you're not with anyone, things are slow between now and the end of the month. If you're not with anyone, you may have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But other than that, things look a little slow around love, or not all that much changes. And Lourdes will work for the next 48. For the next 48. You've got your luck is changing for the better. Life is moving forward. You may be stepping into your strength and your self-confidence. You may get good news. Listen to your intuition. A wish comes true. Pretty good. Pretty good. Crazy Polaroid. Was Donald dealing with other women while over his cousin's house for the past week? Has Donald been dealing with other women? I don't know if the other women are tied to the cousin, but he does have other women around him. D for tomorrow. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it, but take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be feeling like the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. And then you may be feeling like you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Listen to your intuition. Perseverance pays off. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Success comes in around career. Day, what can I do so AP cools his anger towards me? Give him space. You can't really do anything else, but I would give him some space. Amber for the next 3 weeks. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. And then you're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life is moving. In areas of your life that have been slow should now start to pick up. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. You're no longer holding yourself back. Not bad. Tuesday, how do the people at my court job view me? Not everybody is going to feel the same, but the general vibe would be like respectful, down to earth, pleasant, like stable. Jude Keys, general. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. You should be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and life could be moving forward and you're feeling like balance. Disappointments or heartaches are healing and moving into the past. Life's moving forward. Don't forget about taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Christine, will I make any money at the craft fair? Yeah, you should make some money, yeah. Pallavi, love. Pallavi, love. You have success coming in around love that could have long-term potential, and it may be with a water sign. If you're currently with someone right now, current relationships should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you may have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or water, but the Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it with long-term potential around it. Not bad. Marissa, will I get over the feelings for my child's father? You will. Yeah, you will. Takes time. Rams aren't goats. No. And do you remember how many times I said that that thing would wake us up and it would go, bah, bah, right there. That's what sheeps make that sound, bah. Because I noticed that Frank doesn't make those sounds. Actually, Frank sounds like he's a person. Sounds like a person laughing. That's what sheeps make that sound, bah. Oh my God. I gotta not have myself talking there. Because I noticed oh my goodness, what am I doing here?
Even told you about this, but I just finished turning your book into a little Frank. Wonder if you've given. So I'm trying to figure out.
I want to hear the sounds he makes.
Move to Australia, huh? His name is Frankie.
Okay, here's one more.
Special flame for Frank. I promise. Frank's got it. I'm glad to see your recovery.
Listen to the sound he makes.
That came out a couple days ago, and man, he made. Jinx has been. If there was an Olympic, I saw you on your camera last night.
Here's one.
You were up on that scaffolding in the middle of the night. What were you doing up there? Huh? I looked out. Oh, I heard them. Yeah, those coyotes, they run the creek line. I know, but your old house, there was nothing between you. There was nothing between you two. There's two. We have two fences now. There's two fences between that creek and where you are. And I
know. It is not going bah like the one over there. You'd think I would have known by that it was a goddamn sheep. But Frank doesn't make those sounds. Actually, and then it sounds like he's all. Yeah, that one every morning when I used to sleep. She was a good friend of mine. I used to sleep over there a lot, and we used to hear it bah bah. Thought it was a goat. He does sound like a human. You know what the guy said? They have a YouTube channel that they started before the Frank thing. And he was telling the story about Frank, like him and his wife were talking kind of like a podcast. And he said that Frank, that's how I went down this rabbit hole. He said that you can't have one goat because they get lonely. They need friends. They're very social. So when him and his wife would go out and feed the goat, make sure he was okay, the goat would follow them back to the house and stand outside and cry. So I was like, hey, wait a minute. Those people over here, they had a goat and they only had one. And then that's when I was like, I wonder what kind of goat it was. And then that's what took me down this. I was like, it must have been a ram. I'm like, it looked like a ram. Because it was my high school mascot. That's what made me think of it. That's what it looked like. But I remember it making that bah sound. So all these years, she told me it was a goat. She was like, yeah, my neighbors have a goat. Maybe I just believed her. You should contact her and say, did you realize that your goats had a sheep? He is so cute. And he looks like a little person. And he loves that man, boy. The guy's name is Dino. Lily, how's the date? Oh, I did that one. It's going to be a good date. Jasmine, am I going to get the job at you? I got an email that my application is being reviewed by hiring managers. You got a good shot at getting that job. Good. Let's see what happens. That may be a good opportunity. Leo's son, you said something about an Aries. My energy Can you get any more information for that person? That person, I don't know if this is somebody from the past, because they show us the Hermit in reverse. So they may be somebody that knows that they've done something wrong, but they're not really willing to take responsibility for it at this point. And there could be a long road ahead of them, or they may be feeling like, yeah, they may be hardworking, smart, intelligent, down to earth, kind-hearted, but they may have done something, or maybe there was something that happened that they know they didn't do right by you, and they are just not admitting it yet. And they should be a hardworking person, and maybe somebody who is either in school, going back to school, or thinking about going back to school. MR. How does M, my boss, feel about me lately? I feel like she's annoyed by me. I think it's because we're spending too much time together. I mean, that could be. That happens with people. You know, like you spend too much time together, you get on each other's nerves. But for the most part, she thinks very highly of you, has a lot of respect for you, thinks that you're smart, intelligent, hardworking, like focused, detail-orientated, well-balanced. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything bad. I mean, if you're picking up that energy, you could be right if you are spending a lot of time together, but I don't see anything negative in the reading. Peach, will my mom keep having issues with me for the rest of the week? I don't know what her problem is. As the week goes on, it may improve. Yeah, it may improve. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. Lay down the laws, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward. You might be feeling like the weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. You got money coming in. Finances are improving. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may have choices and options around social activity. Could be spending time with an Aries, maybe spending time with a Virgo, and then you may be planning travel. Speak to heal. May I have a general? Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You have the world at your feet. New beginnings are on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But then you also have another Leo coming in. And old wounds are healing and moving into the past. MR, how does K think and feel about how I supported his team? Good. May think that, like, strong, supportive, perseverant, life is moving forward, grounded and stable, reliable, teamwork. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nicole is ex messing around with my son. Ex, like an ex-boyfriend, or is ex the person's initials? And what exactly do you mean by messing around with? Macy, general for tomorrow. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. You may get good news tomorrow. Yes, Jasmine, welcome to the club. Rams or Rams are not goats, they're sheep. I just found out today too. It's blowing my mind. Speak to heal. May have a general. Speak to heal, I already did. Simran, GC the Libra was really trying to befriend SB the Leo after their fallout by love bombing them on their birthday, but would try to gaslight SB the Leo about a Scorpio. Why were they trying so hard to get close to SB? GC the Libra and SB the Leo were best friends, and A the Scorpio is GC's Libra's boyfriend. So why was this person trying to be friends with this other person? Well, the Fool is in reverse, so more may get revealed. I don't think it has anything to do with the boyfriend. I think it has to do with the GC person may feel like they like to keep people around them that they can manipulate, and may have felt like the SB person was easily manipulated. I don't think that the boyfriend really had anything to do with it. Girly, what did Dr. J think about what I said today after the staff meeting? I got pretty real quick. I can't help it. I'm over the BS and our manager not wanting to step up and manage her team. I think that he was surprised with whatever it was that you said, but I also think that he agrees with it. So whatever it was that you said, I think he kind of sees your point, or he will be seeing your point if he hasn't yet. But I think he was surprised. I think in a way it's like he's glad that this kind of came out. He wants to know what's going on. And he's hoping that things could improve. Like he's listening to his intuition. He's hoping that teamwork could help things improve. Brenda, December reading. You've got a new journey begins, and the hard work you put at work, school, or business comes back to you. You might be feeling relief around life moving forward, and you could be spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward, and you're ready for it. You may have choices and options that come in around social activity. Irene, I'm going to a casino tomorrow. Will I win small or win anything? You know what, you may like be like winning enough to like keep playing, but I don't see any big huge wins as of right now. Susie, what's coming my way for the rest of the week? You may get good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. The world is at your feet. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Macy, general for tomorrow. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A disappointment will heal and move into the past. Could be spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling grounded and stable around work, school, or business. Money may be coming in. And areas of your life that have been slow to move forward should now start to move forward. Kimon for tomorrow. You got success coming in around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may have choices and options around social activity. And then take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Metal Rain. Well, Ileana didn't show up or answer her calls. I was talking to her dentist. What happened? Fool is in reverse. You're going to find out. The devil is here. Be careful. She's lying. So the devil is either lying or doing something that she shouldn't be doing, like some kind of an earthly pleasure. I mean, it could be anything from went out shopping to went out and got drunk, that kind of stuff. But with the devil, she didn't go to the appointments because she was overindulging in something. And she may lie about it. Nicole, ex-husband having sex with him. That's awful that you feel like that could be possible. So my suggestion, if you haven't already, is I would try to get to the bottom of it and talk to the kid. If you, I'm sure you probably already did. Something may be going on. Yeah, I don't know that it's definitely that, but something may be going on. I would try to catch. You got good karma around you and justice, so I think you're going to be able to figure it out. Find out, catch him or whatever. Record him or something. Yeah. Something isn't right. I can't tell you that that's definitely what it is, but something isn't right. MR energy check on T. We had a good day, but I was wondering if she'll still be harboring ill feelings towards me. You know what it is? Like, she likes you as a person, and she knows that you're a hard worker, but she's jealous as hell. And, you know, she's not always, like, you're probably going to be able to get along with her pretty well, but then she'll have moments where she's going to get jealous of something, and that's just going to probably be how it's going to be. I don't think that she's harboring any ill feelings as of right now, but there may be moments where you see her make a snide remark or some nonsense. Shrine for the Broken, what's coming next for me in love? You've got success coming in around life moving forward, and it could be with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But you got the Empress here, bringing in love and money or more of it and choices and options. Explore your options. You could also have, you have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may have Sagittarius. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. What's the matter?
I'm saying, buddy, Cyrus.
Okay, you going to sleep now?
No.
Avery, you got to go to sleep.
My eyes get tired.
Your eyes are tired. We go out tonight to this place that she likes to go to. It's like a kid's place, but it's not Billy B's, but it's something kind of similar but smaller and like a third of the price. And I drive over there, and she's out cold in the back of the car, and Dad's going to meet us there after work, and she's out cold. And I'm like, Avery, you gotta get up. And she goes, I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes. I'm like, who are you, my grandfather? My grandfather used to use that excuse. You were out cold. No. I was just resting my eyes. Yeah, I agree with Mel on that, Nicole. And you're going to do it. You're going to catch him. You're going to catch whatever is happening. I'm not saying that it's definitely that, but there is something that's not right happening. Simran, why does GC Libra want to manipulate SB Leo for? They're not conscious. Like, they don't know that this is what they're doing. But they like to have people around them where they feel like they can be in control. And it's not a conscious thing. So they're not setting out to, like, manipulate anybody. They just happen to like to be in control, and they keep people around them that they feel that they can control. Or that they can get what they want. They don't want anything. They don't want anything. But it's like this. It's like, I know this woman who's a family member who is very controlling. She needs everything her way. She needs everything her way, to the point that she has to decide what kind of a car her husband drives. She didn't like his car. She made him get rid of it. She had to marry that man. She had to marry that man that allows it, because another man wouldn't allow that. She wouldn't be with him. Do you see what I'm saying? So these people that need to be in control and they like to manipulate, they need to have people in their life that allow them to do it. They're not seeking anything specific. It's just who they are. So, like, my grandmother was very much like that. My grandfather was very passive. My grandfather was a pilot in the Air Force. And my grandmother never flew, ever, not once. She was petrified to fly. So my grandfather never flew after he met my grandmother. They drove everywhere because she was afraid to fly. The brothers that he had weren't like him. They wouldn't have put up with that shit. So the other brothers, they were like the man of the house. They were the ones that were in charge. My grandfather was very passive. My grandmother controlled everything. But my grandmother had to be with that man, because it wouldn't have worked. And it's the same thing with this person. She needs to have people around that she feels that she can dominate. Otherwise, it doesn't work for her. Now, it could also go the opposite way. She could find herself being in a situation where she has to give in to somebody who's more domineering than she is. But in this particular situation, she feels like she's the one that's in control. But it's not a conscious thing. It's not like, well, I'm going to manipulate somebody into giving me their money. It's not like that. It's like they just choose people that they feel like they can dominate. Oh, thank you, girlie. Sean, if I turn in what I have for my father's estate, will it be approved as is? I would try it. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to be approved. You may need to get something else, but I would start. I would give them what you have and then go from there. Let them tell you what else you need, or if you need anything else. Dr. Sony, spirit messages from the blue deck. The world, Archangel Michael, a job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, path towards enlightenment. Seven of Fire, defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. Poppy, what's coming for me in love? The hard work you put into love pays off. Old wounds are healing and happiness comes in. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, lay down the law, set boundaries, express your wants and needs. God, excuse me. You could have romance blossom with a Libra or fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you're not with anyone, you're probably moving forward to new energy because life's moving forward quickly. But regardless of where you are, you should see an improvement in your love life. Lily, General. You have a wish coming true over here. That's pretty good. You may be listening to your intuition and life is moving forward. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and you may be feeling like life is moving forward towards greener pastures with choices and options. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You have a new journey that begins. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition and you set boundaries. Expressing your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships leads you to success. Natasha, can I get a love reading? Slow and steady wins the race, but Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. If you're currently with someone, your relationship may be slow to move forward, but well functioning. If you're not with anyone, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That brings in happiness, possibly with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe a Cancer. New love for today, Thursday. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a Pisces. Could be spending time with a Cancer. A new journey begins. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Raymond, do you still see my ex reaching out before or on Christmas? And how will her communication be towards me since it's been 6 months since we spoke? You're probably going to hear from her before the end of the year. I don't think it's going to be on Christmas. And I'm not sure it's going to be before Christmas. Things are a little bit out of balance and she's feeling a little bit stressed. But at some point you're going to hear from her and she's going to be like reaching out to kind of like test the waters to see if you're willing to talk to her. Lily, when do you see that I'll get my own rental? Hopefully my flatmate Tanya will take it okay. Honestly, I hate living here. She's so OCD and I'm overcharged. I can't say. You may be moving out in the month of February. It could be like around the corner. Girly, current energies around love. You do have you got an Aries here, you have a Sagittarius. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. You may have choices and options coming in. There could be new energy coming in, possibly water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Exploring your options could lead you to success around love. You've got a Virgo here too. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with that. Simran, do you see the Libra trying to come back into SB Leo's life? If yes, how would G, C, Libra respond or react if Leo told them that the friendship isn't going to work? And no to them if they try to come back. I don't see it on the immediate horizon, but I wouldn't be shocked if eventually this person tries again at some point, because those types usually do. And at that point, you know, like they're very persistent, these types of people. So they probably wouldn't really respond to the rejection of it. They probably would just continue to persist until the other person either blocked them or whatever. But I don't see it on the immediate horizon, so I wouldn't worry about it right now. Lisa, get my shift on New Year's Eve changed or... Was there more to that question? Am I going to figure out my New Year's Eve shift? I'm not sure what you're asking. Can you rephrase that question? What do you want to happen? Lucky, energy between Jay and me. Good. Communications coming in or picking up. Energy is kind, caring, and sincere, down to earth. A wish comes true. Pretty good. Mountain, how much will TP and CP want for Penny? Can you do a yes and no on these amounts? I'm going to say they're probably going to want around 1,000. Somewhere between 1,000 and maybe 1,500. I think they want to get rid of it. So I think they want to get rid of her. I don't think it's going to be that expensive. I think maybe around 1,200, something like that. Red, general on the current energy around me. The general energy around you is good. Grounded, stable, like your luck could be changing for the better. You may come up with a new idea for a side business or a side project. You're listening to your intuition. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You got fire around, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Lisa, is my manager going to get rid of the shift on New Year's Eve, or is it going to change in my favor? It could change. If you want to see it change, if you haven't yet, I would let them know what you want, because that may help you get what you want. You know, may help things move forward. Avery, shut it off. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Avery, you got to go to school early tomorrow.
For extra help.
Yeah, which I better send myself a text message so I don't forget to take you in.
Okay. Because sometimes you forgot.
No, I've never forgot.
No, you actually did.
When?
So, Charlie does it. Then one time, I went, and then I saw the door opened. And looked and I saw Neglect, Charlie, Chick.
Maybe they got there before you got there.
And then,
But I didn't forget. I took you.
yeah, but I didn't go in there because you put me on the bus.
No.
Well, I was too late.
You were too late? No, when I let you out of the car, the guy even said, he goes, you're here for extra help. But if somebody tries to put you somewhere else, you tell them that you're there for extra help. Because I wouldn't drive you to school unless I was taking you for extra help.
And what about your older sister?
What?
Join me.
I'll find out on Friday when I have to go to that school.
Oh, I'll be good.
Mountain, does RD know what his wife said to me at church? I don't think he knows. Girly, what were Dee's thoughts about what I said? Like, did he feel that I was helpful or that he was better left to argue with his own argument? No, I think he thought that you were helpful. Yeah, I think he thought you were helpful. Oh, shit. What happened here? Lucky, if Venmo's down, you could ask and send it at another time. That's fine. If you have other questions. Tyson, my question for the night is, how will next week turn out for me? Next week should be okay. Things should change for you for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with a Cancer or an Aries. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Not bad. Mountain, why did MD feel so compelled to say that to me? What was driving her? Looks like it may have been like an ego thing. Things are out of balance. So I don't know if they're out of balance between the two of you or you're not on the same page. But it may have been somewhat of an ego thing. I don't know what she said, but she may have been feeling like, I don't know, like she was acting from an ego place. Anthony, do you see when I took ELTS English exam for graduate study? What do you see with that? It's not easy for me now. But what do you mean? Like, what do I see? Like, are you going to pass? Or when you're going to take the course? Susie, love reading for the next few weeks. A disappointment heals and moves into the past and life begins to move forward. You have old wounds heal and move into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be spending time with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may have choices. Don't be afraid to explore your options. There's no pass or fail, just a score. How do you see it overall? It looks good. You got justice around it. You should do well. You may be stressed about it, but I think you're going to do fine. Okay, Lucky. Just ask them, and then you can always get me at another time. It's fine. Oh, you didn't take it yet, Anthony? You should be fine when you take it. You may take it sometime this winter, so sometime between now and the end of March. Lucky, why did Jay not respond to my text today? He's slow. You may still hear from him, or he may respond to it eventually. He may have been wrapped up with like work, school, business kind of a thing. And he's slow. Nine of Rods is in reverse. You'll hear from him out of the clear blue sky with a response to that message. So maybe you'll hear from him tomorrow. Mel, Scorpio's next actions towards me. Well, he may be in hermit mode for right now, so it may take a minute. But then there may be communication that comes in probably through text message. But it might not be right away. Lucky he's not mad at me then. I was kind of bitchy to him on Sunday. I don't think he's mad. No, let me look. No, he's not mad. No. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Okay, Lucky, thank you. Hi, Brolic, how are you? How you doing? Oh, she fell asleep. Or maybe she's resting her eyes. The two of them sleeping with their heads at the foot of the bed. So now what do I do? Sleep with my head at the foot of the bed? I probably will. Mountain MD was the one that said that awful thing to me in church. What's the question? Why? I think it has something to do with with their ego, and I think that they think that they're trying to be hopeful in some way. Adonis, I haven't studied for shit. I have 2 finals on Friday, and one of them I'm skeptical that I will even get a good grade because I BS my way energy around studying for both classes. I think you're going to do fine. I think you're going to study. The energy is good. Perseverant with good luck around it, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Once this is over, you're going to like be relieved. Mountain, so what is out of balance with it? I'm friends with her and her husband. I'm learning from him, so I'm trying to be nice to her. I just don't understand her motivation. There's something that she feels like you're not doing that she wants you to do, or something that she feels like she's telling you for your own good. Like, it's kind of like coming from like an ego place. All right, I think it's working now. You know how when somebody thinks that their opinion is right, and it's almost like they're telling you for your own good, but you already know and you don't agree with it? Like, yeah, I don't know what she said. It's not bad. Like, it's not like she's trying to, it's like she's trying to tell you for your own good. I don't know why this comes to mind, but when Avery was very little, I was outside with my neighbors, and they were telling me, oh, your pediatrician's going to give her vitamins with fluoride in it. And I was like, why? And they were like, oh, well, then she needs fluoride for the teeth. And I was like, well, I'm not going to give that to her. And it was almost like they were taken back by me saying that. I just personally don't believe that we need fluoride in vitamins. Like, and I'm just very skeptical about that. And it was almost like they were trying to tell me like it was for my own good, like I didn't know better. And I remember my mother taking me for fluoride treatments at the dentist when I was little. I just don't think it's necessary. And like I've done enough research on it to feel that way, but it's almost like they were telling me like they thought that they were helping me. And I think they were kind of offended that I was like, well, I'm not giving her that. And I never gave them to her, but they did try to push them on me. Anyway, that's the way it kind of reads. Like this person thinks that they're helping you, or they're trying to let you know something, or they're doing it for your own good, and it just comes out all wrong or opinionated or whatever it is. Hi, Brolick. There's been some changes at my comps due to recent merger, so I'm wondering if this coming year we'll get our bonus. I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Over the semester, I totally understand. Oh, good night, Ramon. Mountain, she's the one that told me I was going to burn in hell until I'm saved. Oh, so well then that makes sense. She thinks she's doing you a favor. She knows better than you. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, she thinks that she's trying to helping you, and it's was that what it was that she said, or she said something else? Because if she said something else, it's the same thing. It's like she thinks that she's telling you something that you don't know or like you're unaware of. Yeah, I don't understand why people are like that, but the only thing I can say, and you know, like with the Edward guy that was doing it to Tanya, is I think they really believe in what they're saying in that moment, and they think they're being helpful. Rimmel, what's coming towards me? Martisha, yes, I got them. Thank you. I got to do them tonight. I have, I'm going to do them tonight, and I have somebody else that needs them done tonight. Rimmel, what's coming to you? May be spending time with the Gemini. New beginnings on the horizon around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Could be spending time with a Sagittarius. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Oh, good night, Lucky. Brenda, general for tonight and tomorrow. Perseverance pays off and life begins to move forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. With the Fool, you could have a new journey that begins and a wish comes true. You might be feeling like better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. this is the last full moon of the year, and it's a super moon, so hopefully we can make some stuff happen. And now that the retrogrades are over, although Neptune, I think, is still retrograde. Martisha, money messages. Well, finances could improve for you quickly with the Eight of Rods. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life begins to move forward. Happiness comes in around finances improving. Not bad. Not bad. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Girl, wake up. Is Derek the Libra married? I think he is. I think he is. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? You're welcome. Is that it? If that's it, I will wrap it up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I drop her off at school at 8. I don't know, maybe 9. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.